need at all, to be honest. I would rather look at it from a role-playing perspective than need perspective.
Yeah.
That's a bit hard to read. 1 second, let me copy it somewhere.
Calligraphy, maybe? For writing all your voting shit?
Yes.
Vote Trump!
Making posters, stuff like that.
Yes.
Yes. I'm going for it.
Great.
Some
Okay.
sort of metalsmithing for all the
okay.
badges.
Doesn't need
This
that.
should be interesting.
All right. Do you remember where we left off last time?
Oh, 1 second.
Victorious.
Seems,
Yeah, we were in a cave. Hold on.
Yes.
We finished that cave.
Yeah, he's going to go
Yes.
fetch the cave now.
Oh, okay. How do you fetch a cave?
No, it seems he didn't find the cave.
Not
Carefully
yet.
and with brute skill.
So last time, you defeated the Great Goblin Tribe.
Yes, we were heroes, and
Yes.
the entire world will know of our heroism.
You found
Or not.
the people of Nightstone. A few of them locked up in wooden cages, the others in a large pit.
Mm-hmm.
And
And I freed them.
yes, you all freed them. Mainly Quelena, I suppose, since she had the keys. And all of them have been profusely thanking you all the way back to Nightstone. I have added a handout for you if you want to read more about them. But most
I
of
would. I
them,
would read it.
most of them are background characters, unless you want to necessarily interact with them. And we are going over to
Yep.
this map.
I'm gonna need some help on how to pronounce half of these.
Aganor.
Aganor.
The second one is a bit different.
No, we have to cater to our audience, which is probably mostly American, so it's the Aganor.
No, it's 2 G's, so it's Aganor.
Yeah, the Aganor.
Yeah. The Aganor.
Delfrindle.
That's an interesting
I'm
name,
like-
though.
I'm not even going to try pronouncing them for the American
You have
audience.
to. You have
Nope.
to.
Nope.
You don't have a choice.
So
If only could
When-
be as easy as the Summerhawk residence.
when you got back into town, you were offered a night's rest in the tavern run by a
Lich.
yes, a dwarf named Morak Urgrey. He was probably one of the most vocal ones along the trip back from the caverns. He's been regaling you with the story of how these blasted rocks started just dropping out of the sky, and one came straight through his tavern and blasted everything, went straight to hell. And he was
Slayer.
actually one of the few who took charge of the situation and led the townspeople into shelter in the cave. Unfortunately, the goblins were in the cave as well.
Just one question, Theo. Are you still in my sheet because it keeps closing stuff?
No, not anymore.
What the hell is going on? Okay, never mind. I'll try again. Yeah, sorry. Keep going. I'll try to figure it out.
So, when you got back, it was getting fairly late. People were already building a proper crossing over the bridge to the keep. And you were given shelter in the tavern, so you can rest up and lick your wounds and all that kind of stuff. You wake up early in the morning to Morak nailing away down just under your window. He's replacing the old Nightstone Inn tavern sign into one that says Mochlach Tavern. Was that good enough, Obsid?
What does it mean?
No
Did nobody speculate where the missing Nightstone went, though?
All of the people who joined you first looked flabbergasted that the Nightstone was gone, but then quickly quickly dispersed to make sure that their homes are still intact.
Huh.
But yeah,
Weird.
nobody of the townspeople seemed to know anything about it. Also,
So when they were evacuating, the Nightstone was still there, at least.
yes. Also,
Okay.
let's see. Roherthan, you're a dwarf.
How long
Yes, I
ago
am a
were
dwarf.
they evacuated?
They left almost as soon as the bombardment started.
Yeah, how long ago
So-
was it?
That was the morning just before your arrival, like maybe 5 hours before you arrived in town.
Huh. Someone carried a giant stone and no one noticed.
Yeah. So Roherthan, you would definitely recognize what the name of the tavern now means. It says "My Ruin." Aptly put.
Pretty aptly put.
You hear your shield dwarf tavern keep cursing under his breath right below your window as he's nailing this new sign down and saying stuff like, "Oh, this blasted fucking town, I should never have come here. Now I have to change the name of the tavern. Do you have any idea how much paperwork this will need?" Fuck.
Rebranding. New opportunities.
Did I hear that too?
This mug may explain that dwarf right about now.
Yeah, all of you can hear it if you choose to wake up to the sound of nailing.
Should I
It's
do that?
hard not to. But
Um,
then again, as a high elf, Kothar probably would be up already anyways. Not meditation. What's the reverie?
I have here a question of what I will be prepared, but okay. I will ask what kind of paperwork? Maybe I can help.
Are you leaning out the window?
Yeah. And purposefully placing my face like 2 inches away from his face.
So you're like on the second floor of the
Oh,
tavern.
he's below?
If you're leaning out your room window, so
Okay, so
you'll
I'm just
need to
leaning
like hang
down, but,
out of the
like,
window.
I'm like completely bowed over, like looking directly at him, like in a very strange pose. Just trying to look like directly at him and ask him.
Sure. So Morak looks up at you and like jumps, startled that you're hanging down. You're a mad woman. Ugh. You scared me. You scared the bejesus out of me.
I look as though I'm very hurt, and I ask him, but I just wanted to help. And I look like at him like I'm about to cry.
He looks at his new sign, then looks back up at you as you start to like twitch your like lips a little bit and looking like you're about to cry. And Morak just glares at you and says,
Can I roll a deception shot?
"Sure, if you want to."
Yeah. 1 second. Let's see if I manage to deceive him. Oh, that's a horrible roll.
Yeah, Morak looks up at you and goes, "Wimpy fucking elves," and walks back inside the tavern.
I do a minor illusion on his way that when he walks, there's like a stone next to him, like yelling, "Yo, wimp!" And I just go back into my room.
Roher, then you can hear from below this horrific, almost like girlish scream. Well, on a dwarven scale, a girlish scream. And then a curse in dwarven, followed up by Morag going, "By my ancestors' beards, now the rocks are talking."
The only reaction I can think for this is literally facepalm and saying Quilena? Is that it again to myself? Just muttering that under my breath.
I don't know why everybody's blaming me. Just a question, Kesh. How many spells can I memorize?
You have the same int mod as me, right?
I don't know. I have
Three.
+3.
Yep.
Yeah.
6.
6. 1, 2, 3, 5. So one more. Okay.
So,
Okay, sorry. I'm
the
just.
sun is rising up from the horizon. You're all awake. What do you
Yep.
do?
I'd like to go look for Heron.
Okay.
Finish off
What?
the contract.
Yes.
It
Okay.
was
So-
delivered, so
I will go and check on the bridge advancement if they actually finished it.
Sure. So
Did they finish it?
let's go in order. So,
Yeah,
Kothar, you walk down to the bottom floor tavern. Haran is there, drinking a very cheap wine from what appears to be an iron goblet, and he's like sneering at the choice of drinkware on the table in front of him, but he's drinking anyways. His hair is all tousled up and wet from sweat, like he's been working already for about an hour at least. He looks over at you as you descend the stairs and just lifts one hand up in greeting.
top of the morning to you, Heron. I trust you've been looking for your missing stone all night.
It's nowhere to be found, I'm afraid. It's just gone. The guards say that the stone was lifted up into the skies, but I have I choose not to believe such nonsense. It's very unlikely.
In the realms of magic, it's not that unlikely a possibility. Especially considering the placement of the stones that had bombarded this place.
I suppose you have a point there. It's still quite unbelievable. It was supposed to be at least as high as this tavern, maybe higher. It would have been as heavy as 3 of those boulders put together. Doesn't make sense.
Well, the real question isn't did it go up? The question is where did it go afterwards? I have no doubt in my mind that they're magic powerful enough to lift a simple enough object as that, even though heavy. But it had to go somewhere after that, after all. Otherwise, we could just look up and spot it, I think.
Well, you're quite right.
Well, That is our agreement. Did that include a return trip?
No, I was. So your agreement with Harren is that you would escort him to town, but he didn't know how long he'd be studying the Nightstone, so that was it, as far as your agreement went. He just wanted to get to town.
Did he pay us?
Not yet.
Hence why I'm here.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't yet. I'm not actually there, so
Yeah.
I'm just asking that as
So-
if I missed something.
So Harren looks up at Kothar, and then a smile stretches on his lips, and he goes, "Ah, of course. I didn't pay you, did I?"
No. And while the goblet may not be the most fanciful drinkware, I do wish a drink myself. It's hard to pay one without, well, change.
Of course. Well, I believe you are owed what you're owed. He leans down to pick up that neat little man purse that he's been carrying all this time, and rummages inside. He collects from inside a pouch containing 40 gold. And he also slips from his hand a golden ring with a small ram's head etched into the surface. And he places those on the table. He also collects a small glass bottle from inside and places that on the table as well, and goes, "Here, you might need these, the ring and the vial. If you
Much
plan to
appreciated.
stick around, it looks like there is plenty of foul things on the move around here. You might need these."
There always is. Is much appreciated. And now I'll have myself a goblet of wine, I guess.
I think I took the only goblet. I'm sorry. Might have a tankard or two.
Ah, that pains me, but well, wine is wine, regardless of what it's served in.
You see Morak, your shield dwarf tavern keeper, walks out from the kitchen, and you see this tall white chef's hat peeking out from behind the counter.
Oh,
And then
I have my illusion senses spiking there. Yeah.
then you hear a rough grunt, and the dwarf steps on like this raised platform right behind the counter, and then he's suddenly as tall as a human would be standing behind there. He slams both of his hands on the counter and just runs them along the surface. And almost like leans over to kiss the surface, but then catches himself and just leans back and acts normal.
I'll use a mage hand to catch his attention and just sign like one for a glass of wine or whatever he has to serve in.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'll wait my turn.
As for the ring you have added to the pile, Hiram, is there anything unique about it, or is it merely a precious ring?
There is something very unique about it. Let me tell you. He offers you a seat at his table and slides the ring towards you. You receive this information. Then let's go to Quelena. You wanted to check on the bridge, correct? Think you're muted.
I think also that
Yeah, but before I do that, I want to go first to the place where the stone was.
Yep, that's on the way.
And I wish to check if I can see any signs of something being dragged from there, or any signs at all of like footsteps dragging something heavy, like heavy footsteps or anything like that.
No drag marks or heavy footsteps. You do notice that there is like a square imprint on the edges of the pit that is now in the middle of the square. So it looks like that was some kind of a base, probably for the obelisk. However, it has been dug around.
I wish to like my character to memorize how it looks like to study it a bit, so she will remember if she sees it again.
Sure.
Like if I will encounter it again, I could recognize that this is like the same imprint. And then I wish to go to the bridge.
Okay. So you take some time to examine the hole in the ground.
Yeah.
And imprint that into memory. And then walk over to the bridge, where there is already a wooden bridge spanning the gap. It is roughly 1/3 of the width of the original bridge, but it's nice and sturdy. You can cross at your leisure if you wanted to.
Okay. I wish to cross then.
Sure. There's a guard standing on the other side, almost like he's posted there to make sure that nobody falls in the water, since this doesn't have any railings on it.
Okay. When I get to like here, when I'm still hiding like behind me, like what is behind me is hidden, I will cause a minor illusion behind me of an old like short woman just like about to fall to the water, and I will keep walking. Like afterwards, I will veer a bit so he will actually see that old woman.
Okay.
And I will go, and I wish to like get to the keep. So.
All right. So the guard rushes in to help this woman. As soon as his hand reaches for the old woman's arm and shoulder, the illusion disappears, and the guard remains there, standing dumbfounded, scratching his head.
Where did it go? Okay,
this town is getting worse by the minute.
The people here are horrible, causing illusions, all kind of things. I will go to the keep.
Yeah.
Or at least try to get there.
The gatehouse here at the far side of the bridge is open, so you can walk straight in. There are a couple of guards.
There?
Yeah, there are a couple of guards right past the gate, just keeping an eye on who's coming through or going. There are some timber supports. There are some timber supports that have been dragged away from somewhere in the keep, and they have been busy sewing them into size to make the bridge here.
Ah, okay. So I look for. Is there an entrance to this keep in this side, or is it somewhere else? The entrance.
Yes, there's a pretty steep staircase that winds up a little bit, and then ends in a small doorway that leads into the keep. One of the guards stops you before you can get up to the stairs and just calls out to you, "Hey, what business do you have here?"
I turn to him and I'm like going straight for him and hugging him, and asking him, "Oh, are you here to accompany me in?"
He like rests his hand on his sword and places one hand up in like the stop motion and goes, hey, what do you think you're doing?
I look at him and I say, "What? You don't like hugs?"
Stop right there.
I stop and I look
No.
at him and I look like confused and I rub my head, and then I say, "Okay, so you will stay here. I will go in." And I turn and I
What?
start walking again.
Hey, what's your business here?
Visiting, of course.
Visiting who? Haven't seen you
Well-
around before.
Well, I'm new. I saved your people, so I'm visiting.
This isn't some kind of what? No.
Listen,
You
do
you
you
stay
really
out
want
here?
me to keep me waiting? You know how much things I have to do.
Look, I have no idea who you are. You are staying out here, and I'm going to go inside and fetch someone who might know about you.
I look at him and say, "Well, hurry up. He's waiting for me."
Who is what? Who is
He
waiting
is
for you?
waiting for me, and I look like I'm serious about someone waiting for me inside. You don't want to keep him waiting, do you? Do I know
not-
anything historical about this place, by the way?
Make a history check.
Yeah.
While he's
where's
doing that, I'll be taking both those two items.
What
The
is the price?
party inventory gold has been updated, so Tor might want to look around for a diamond as well for 50 GP for your chromatic.
Well, but
We
in
have
a second
a-
I will just finish this, so...
Yep.
So, yeah, that's my history check. Do I remember, like, who rules the thing, or who is inside, or anything about the keep?
You, with that role, you know that the current ruler of the town is a woman by the name of Katarina. Let's see.
I...
The the ruler is Lady Katarina Nandar.
Is she known for being patient, or do I know anything about her?
She is relatively peaceful. She is a gentle ruler who
Okay.
likes to watch over her people first and foremost.
Okay, I say, you know, Katarina's personal guard. He's waiting for me.
Kid,
And I just look serious, like, what's wrong with you?
Sure. Yep. So the guard seems to relent from the constant onslaught and turns to you or turns to his fellow and goes, just stay here. I'll just go make sure that this one doesn't cause any trouble.
All right, I go.
And the guard moves towards you just to make sure that you're escorted.
I try to like grab his hand and like walk with him with my hand in his hand, like even though he's like all busy trying to be serious, I'm just like grabbing his hand.
He pulls his hand away.
Shit. Does he have any buttons?
Not that you can see.
Crap.
He's he's wearing a chain shirt and
Alright.
and a
Let's see what's
tabard,
inside.
but that's like pulled over on top. It's not fashion. It's not fastened with buttons.
Okay.
So
yeah.
you climb into the keep along this narrow, steep stairway. You get into the main hall first and foremost. It's a large structure that takes up most of the bottom floor. Um,
What is in
It's
there?
like-
I mean, what can I see in there? Anything like chairs? Anything?
yeah, it's the round tower here is
Mhm.
fashioned into like a large dining hall or feast hall.
Mhm.
Then in this corner there is a kind of throne room. There's a large throne there, and otherwise a carpet leading straight to the middle here.
Mhm.
Whatever
Is there
was
like anyone inside except for this guard that is escorting me that I can see? Like?
there are other guards milling
Okay.
about. You can see half a dozen on this floor.
Mhm.
Most of them are currently looking at the damage to these two towers on the northwest and southeast corners.
Is there
They
like staircase up, or is it the only floor?
Yes, there's a staircase leading both up and down.
Okay, I
Um,
will start like if I'm at home, I will just start like hopping towards the staircase up, completely ignoring that he's trying to stop me from walking wherever I want.
okay. So you start hopping up the stairs. The guard like tries to stop you, but he's just dumbfounded over how you're behaving here. You get to the landing where the stairs turn and start leading up to the
Up.
second floor. And
Yep.
as you're turning around, you come
Mhm.
face to face with a girl, a red-headed girl in
Is she dressed fancy?
fairly ordinary clothing. She looks like she's maybe 13, 14, and behind her walks a large, or rather a tall, very slender man. He's looks very frail. He's wearing these tattered black robes, and he is completely bald aside from a white beard on his a long white beard on his face. And she yelps out in surprise.
I yelp back at her and I'm like, "What the hell are you yelling for?"
Who are you?
What do you mean, who am I? Who are you?
I am Lady Isadora.
Ah, well, I'm Quilena. Nice to meet you. And I like come and shake her hand.
The the girl looks at you quizzically, but takes your hand and shakes it. And you see this like very very let's see, very curious smile stretch on her face as she looks at you. The way
I,
the stairs are, she's like almost on eye level with you.
mhm. How many, like, am I far from the top? Or is it like, am I in the middle? Am I far? Where am
You're
I
like
about in
halfway
the...
to the top.
Okay. So I will ask her, are you here to accompany me?
No, I am not.
Ah,
What
so
are you
you must
doing
be the
here?
wrong person. I'm here to visit
Visit whom?
Katerina.
Ah, unfortunately, my mother died in the attack.
She died.
Yes.
Oh, and I start like
She-
holding my hand on my eyes and like start like looking like I'm about to cry again. And I ask, "Are you sure?"
She takes in a deep breath and uh, closes her eyes for a moment, then looks back to you and says, "Yes, I'm quite sure."
I shake my head
She
and I
was
say,
in
"It's
the
awful."
she was at the top of the southeast tower when the rock fell. The entire tower is now in ruins.
Ah, so I came to visit you then, if she's dead. And I ask her how she's holding on. Oh, I'm confused.
She's not holding up, she's holding on.
Well, yeah.
Well, thank you for asking. I am as well as you might imagine, considering the circumstances.
I nod and I'm like, your mother was a good woman. And then I
I'm
ask her,
sorry, did you know her?
what do you mean? I look like I'm completely surprised and I say, what? You don't know? You don't remember me?
No, I have never seen you.
I look like I'm completely amazed that she doesn't know me, and I ask her, well, never mind that. Do you need any help? For your town, I mean.
After the attack? We would take any help we can get. There is much to be rebuilt.
Well, I'm not exactly a builder, but I can help get rid of any pestering neighbors you might have.
You see the old figure behind her just lean down to her ear, and he whispers something in her ear for a moment. Her face remains unmoving as she listens to the old man until he stops, and she just nods. She turns back to you and goes, "Well, there might be something. This is Crambo. He is a most loyal advisor who has served my family since my mother was a child.
I nod at him.
He may have something for you. You are one of the adventurers, yes?
I nod.
My guard captain told me about you. You all. You have... you are quite a peculiar bunch, I hear.
I'm not peculiar. I look at her like I'm completely like what how does she dare say that? And I ask so what do you need? And I look directly at him.
The old man looks at you for a moment, then looks down at Lady Isadora, looking almost like he's asking for permission. And the girl in front of you looks up and nods, and then turns around, starts walking back upstairs. Crambo, the old man, steps down to the landing where you are standing, and offers out a hand for a handshake.
Well, I offer it back. I shake his hand.
Yeah. There is something you might do for us. However, I would like to speak with the rest of your party as well. You are staying in the tavern?
We do.
Excellent. Look.
Yeah.
Let us head that way. I feel I have a proposal for you that you might very well enjoy.
I hold out my hand to help him walk if he needs it, and like start walking down, like hopping down like a girl that is like all at ease at the place. And if the guard is still there, like looking up towards where I walked away, I will just like smile at him, like if I just did something.
Sure. The guard looks like he wants to face palm super hard as he walk by, but the presence of the old man makes him just stand firm. So Crambo, when he walked down the few steps down to you, looked like a very spry man, but as soon as you offer your hand, he takes it and starts shuffling along like an older gentleman.
Aw.
And he follows you along all the way to the tavern. Shrimp, what have you been up to this morning?
Could I, guess I just woke up and I'll head down to the barkeep.
Sure.
And I'll lean in towards the barkeep.
Yeah.
Can I have something to drink, please?
Well, what would you have? We have the
Water,
finest.
please. I abstain from the the intellectual shackles of alcohol. Do you have water or not?
Yes, of course we do. Just a moment. Just a simple tankard, yes?
Yes.
Yes, good. Morag steps down from the platform that makes him like human height, and you see this chef's hat walk along the along the bar. He disappears into the back room. You see the the back door open, and Morag just sprints down this way. Kothar, you can see the chef hat waddle past the closest window to you, and then Morag hurries straight to the well with a tankard, and just leans in. His feet are sticking like out from the out past the edge of the well, and there's just splash of water. Then he hurries back straight to the main door, walks over to Shump and places it down on the counter. Here you go. No charge.
Thank you. Took you long enough, though.
Well,
So,
you know what they say about stubby legs.
yes, I know all about it. I hear you're missing a statue in the middle of your town square.
It's not a
A
statue.
stone of some kind.
It's an obelisk.
Yes, but wouldn't it look better with a statue?
Well, something bloody needs to be there.
Yes,
looking
it
all
does.
naked.
It's just a hole in the ground right now, and we did just save the town as far as I'm concerned, so where would one get a statue and also get it erected in the middle of the town square? I picture 4 people standing there heroically looking towards the gates of the town.
Well, my brother-in-law is he's a stonemason. He might be able
Where
to help
does he
you
live?
out. Oh, he lives all the way in Hamn. It's quite a long ways.
I see. Do you have a trading post where I could send an owl or a letter or a postman or something to reach him and acquire him? I would require his services here in town to get that statue up as soon as possible so we can cover that hole that looks just ghastly in the middle of the town square.
Well, there might be a slight problem with that. See, the Nandars who rule the town, they like to keep everything in tip-top shape and all of the paperwork in line. You see, you'll have to put in some requests first, need some permissions, and make sure that the statue is erected properly. And
who needs these permissions?
Everybody in town.
So what you're saying is that I should do a campaign and get signatures for this erection of said statue?
Yes. If you don't want it torn down.
How many people is in this town?
Ooh. Let's see here. And he starts counting with his fingers. Well, No, he died in the attack, so no. He's alive. The 2 kids. Well, yeah, those 2, yeah. Well, 20, 25. I'm not sure how many guards are here.
How many of these are kids, which in my opinion shouldn't be able to have any say whatsoever in the erection of the statue, which means that their signature would be rendered null and void.
A baker's dozen?
A baker's dozen. How many is that? Depends on the baker, I guess. I shall head to the trader's post and see if I can make some arrangements.
And I'll just walk out the door and just chug that tankard of water, slap it on the counter, make a salute, and head down to the trading post. I guess
Okay.
that's, yeah.
You march straight out the door, and there is a escaped pig grazing just outside. It looks up
My
at you,
pig!
and it looks right up at you and oinks very happily.
I'll oink back quite loudly. Can I roll an intimidation check?
Sure.
I already managed it, so good luck.
I am on a quest. Oh, damn it.
To scare the
I couldn't
pig?
even scare a pig. Oh, please. Please.
Pig looks bored.
Yeah, it does.
Let's see here. Beast. Is there a pig here? Come on, there has to be a pig. Nope, no pig.
I searched. I already
Um,
put mark for everything, so I noticed no pig.
So
Okay, I guess I started.
the pig squeals as you oink at it, and
Quite fiercely,
it-
I might add.
yes, of course, it rushes out behind the corner of the tavern, and you see it just like peek out, trembling lightly. You notice
Nice.
that as it went, there's like pig crap in a straight line.
Nice. I'll just head for the tavern now, the trading post, and get some parchment, I guess, and just start filling in the rows and whatnot for the signatures I need to erect that statue.
Okay. You go up to the trading post and notice that on the door there is a sign that says, "Due to a sudden death of trader, the trading post has been indefinitely closed."
Can I open the door and see if he has parchment in there, maybe?
It's locked.
Can I try to force it open?
Sure.
So you're like, hello.
Do you want some checks for that?
Make a strength check.
Oh, it flies open.
Okay. So the door essentially shatters as you kick it down, revealing inside a very cramped little room with this like desk going along all around this small open area in the middle. Behind that are large shelves stocked with all sorts of small bags. Some say coffee, some say tea. Then there are larger bags full of chicken feed and seeds and all that kind of stuff.
I see no parchment.
Not that you can see immediately.
Do I have parchment in my calligraphy kit?
Yeah?
Oh god. Okay, so I just go out from the trading post head back to my room and I start making this form.
So first he broke the door, and then he discovered, oh wait, I have it.
So you pull the door closed after you, or
I would try.
okay. So you
Probably kind of
you pull the door closed after you. It's like lopsided. Doesn't
Yeah.
fit into the door frame anymore.
Yeah.
It's like slightly buckled in the middle with a shoe print on it.
So, well, he's dead, so he wouldn't care, I guess.
Are you just sitting like right outside the trading post?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just broke that
So-
door. Now let's write a letter.
So, Roherden, what have you been doing this morning?
I'm going to start off with feeding my mouse, because you got to keep that little thing nourished.
Of course.
Be fat.
Probably taking some time to pray, being that I'm, a paladin and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will head down to the bar and ask the barkeep in person if there is a trading post in town and if they have any availability to sell weapons
Okay.
or buy weapons.
So, Champ and Roherden, roll a d20. Let's see who got up early.
Well, I'm guessing that now it's open after you opened it.
Okay, so Roherden, you walk down. There is an empty tankard on the counter in front of you. It looks like freshly cleaned. There's still some water dripping down the side. Morak stands right beside it with his chef's hat on. He's still like fondling the surface of the bar counter, and he looks up at you. Or rather down at you, I guess, since he's like human height from his platform. He goes, hello. What do you need?
Water.
Don't need water. His name was Morak,
Yes,
but I don't know that yet.
you do.
I do.
You
Okay.
you traveled with him from the caves. You would have at least caught his name a couple of times.
Okay. Good morning, Morak. I would be wondering if there's a trading post nearby.
There is, but the trader, he died in the attack. I believe he's under one of the boulders.
Well, you can still reach
So-
him.
The door is probably locked.
That is unfortunate.
You could probably ask the Nandars for access, but I doubt they'll give it to you.
And where might I find these people?
The Nandars, they're the rulers. They're in the keep down south, past the bridge.
They're nice folks. I met them.
I'll thank him, and then I'll take my leave to head towards the keep.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Thank you, Mr. Dwarf.
you start heading down. You get up to the trading post. You notice Shump is sitting at the large stone slab serving as a step leading up to the door. And he's scrolling something onto a paper. He has his inkwell and everything set up. It's like almost like a folding table. And he's scribbling down with his calligraphy kit. And you notice that the trading post door behind him is slightly ajar. It's like hanging off one hinge, and it's like the
We don't know
Se-
who broke it.
Sepp, you're muted if you're trying to talk.
Yeah, I'll just look up from my calligraphy fit. Wow, it's hard to say that word.
Calligraphy.
So Werherthen is the one that kind of strolls by.
Yep.
Hello. Could you do me a favor, Werherthen?
What would that be, Shump?
I need signatures. Picture this, Werherthen. It's gonna be huge. Wouldn't it be the greatest thing that has ever happened to this town if you see us, me and you, and also Kothar and Quilena standing there in the middle of town square. I'm picturing 20 feet, 30 feet high, looking over the villagers in marble, maybe gold. I don't know how much they would be willing to pay, but we did save the town, and we should have a statue of us. Could you help me in this quest and gather the signatures we need? There's paperwork involved. It's always the paperwork.
I'm gonna look at you confused as fuck and go, wouldn't we get tired standing there all that time?
It's a statue, Roherthan. A statue of 4 huge marble / maybe gold figurines of us. Of course, we would have to stand while they make the features and whatnot. I picture a floating cape behind me while I'm looking heroically into the cape, the gate. You can choose whatever you want to do. Of course, I wouldn't impair the way you would look statually. It's a great word. It's huge.
Shump, make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity? I was thinking about like a coercion or maybe a persuasion. Dexterity. 11. Now
It's a check.
that's a check. That's a check. Saving throw. Oh, that's better actually, but not that much.
Not by much. Okay. So, you see from the corner of your eye some kind of a figure very close to your face.
Mm-hmm.
Roherden, make a perception check.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Black. I'm
That's
black
racist.
now.
Okay, so
Wow.
Roherden, this comes as a complete surprise to you. Suddenly, this small cat jumps out from the bush next to the trading post. You see that it has these cute little wings, and it flaps them a couple of times as it jumps in this huge leap straight down to the folding table in front of Shump. And Shump, you managed to just save like the paper you've been writing, as well as the inkwell off the table, as this creature known as a Tressum jumps onto the table, sits down, and starts to lick its paw. It goes, meow.
That's peculiar.
Indeed.
Should we kill it? No, maybe. It's kind of... I don't want to kill it.
It suddenly jumps up on the table, hisses at you, Shump, and then flies away. Onto
Well, I guess
roof
the
of
problem
trading
solved
post.
itself.
At the same time, Quelena, you are walking from the bridge towards the trading post. with Crambo, and you see this like cat-like creature with wings suddenly fly up from in front of Shump and land on the trading post roof.
I'm like an excited girl, like jumping up and down and pointing towards it, and I tell like the old man, like, see, we should kill all of them.
What?
The evil creatures.
Oh, that's not an evil creature. That used to be the pet for the Xelbrins. Must have gotten out during the attack.
Do I know what Xelbrins is?
They are a elderly couple that used to live in the village.
Ah, okay, that. Yeah, okay.
They are
I-
now corpses.
Okay.
Pancakes.
So I look at him and I say, "Oh, so maybe we should adopt her."
I have a feeling there's plenty of rats around here to keep it fed, even without any owners.
Oh, I know
Come.
a rat.
Let's continue to the tavern. I wish to speak with the rest of your party.
Hopefully.
Shump and Reherden, you see this old man with monk's robes walking towards you, right next to Quelena, holding onto her arm.
If I notice them, I will just like look like I'm completely proud of myself. Like I don't know, brought some royalty or something.
Sure.
How does it look? Like, how is he holding her arm?
I'm holding out in my arm and he's holding onto it.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
it's like a gentleman kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
like holding on to the arm, keeping himself steady and shuffling along like an old man would.
I'm
Rehearth them
hopping there.
over there. Is that a new suitor? What is going on? Do you think that old man could help us with registering this signature thing?
I lean towards Shump and go, quite possibly. But it looks like Quillena's got herself a new sugar daddy.
I mean, she's got a lot of sugar daddies. Who am I to judge? She's been the sausage hole for the entire party. I guess one more or less couldn't hurt her. She probably has everything that she could got. Take that as you will, but I need to know if he could help me with the signatures I need to get these statues of us erected.
That word.
At this point, the pair of them are like right next to you.
I will start to whisper.
Okay. I'm guessing that I won't. I will not scare the old man. I don't
turn
want
to-
to kill him.
I'll turn to Quillena and go, who's your new friend?
I look at you as though I just met you and like, what? You don't know Crambo?
I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
I look at you and I say, well, you could feed the mouse to that cat. And I'm like looking around, like looking for that cat.
You see it strutting along on the roof of the trading post, like
And
it
I
owns
point
the whole
towards
town.
it. I point towards it as if I notice it, I'm like, hey, there it is.
I try my best not to give Quillena the dirtiest look.
I'll look kind of just skulk over and then continue with my my form.
I just ask them like, what are you two doing here? Anyways,
I need signatures. A lot of them, about 20.
can I cast a minor illusion while he's holding my hand?
You only need one hand for that,
yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I do a minor illusion and I cause that there will be like a ton of signatures on his page.
Okay.
And I say, "Do you need mine?"
Signature?
Yes.
You're one of the erect statues in the middle of town square. I don't think I need your signature. Wait, I should probably ask. I don't know, but hold that thought. It might actually come in handy.
I asked.
Could you forge signatures?
Since I noticed that he didn't see it yet, I'm like, "Don't you have enough signatures on it there?"
Yeah. I don't remember getting these, but wait, what happens? I hold on to the calligraphy paper. Wouldn't it kind of dissolve momentarily?
I think in this case it would be a wisdom check. Although you definitely would remember holding an empty piece of paper right prior, so you definitely know that something screwy is going on.
I just want to.
Oh Lord!
Okay.
Oh yay!
Wow.
Yep. So with a 2, you definitely don't realize that it's an illusion. However, those all those names did just suddenly appear on the paper.
Sorry, Shab.
I think I have enough. I will turn these into the town register and see if we can get these statues erected as soon as possible. This was a lot easier than I thought, actually.
Sorry. I'm just imagining the one that he's getting it like an empty sheet. Yeah.
So at this point, Crambo just like leans off of you, Quelena, and just raises one hand in the air and goes, weren't there 4 of your party?
I look around and I say, "Well, we are 4 now."
I am far too old to be adventuring.
I look at them both and say, "Where's the other one?"
Still in the tavern.
Getting himself drunk, hey? I just
It's not
say,
even noon. You must be adventurous, all right?
I look at him and say, "Noon? What? I didn't sleep all night." And I start walking, even though he's not yet holding my hand. And then when I notice that he's not like holding, I'll just like grab his hand and slowly like pull him, not pull him like forcefully, but like pull him along. like you know, pull him slightly, like trying to pull him to walk on.
Okay. So he does follow you, or he pauses for a moment and turns back to Champ and Roherden, says, I must speak to all of you. Would you join us at the tavern?
Yeah, coming, I'm coming.
Still kind of flabbergasted, I guess.
Sure.
Go full sheet of.
This is me right now. In character. Just like
Sure. Yep.
coming.
So you walk up to the tavern. A wizard, a fighter, and a paladin walk into a bar with an old man.
That is the beginning of a joke.
Crambo spots Haran first and immediately pulls away from you, Quelena, and heads for the table. Ah, Haran. Good to see you again. Thank you for taking care of the bridge situation. I needed good eyes on that. And Haran goes, yeah, it wasn't much trouble. May I introduce Kothar? He's one of my adventuring band. Well, not mine anymore.
Kothar is idly sipping the wine and inspecting that small wooden statuette.
Sure.
Anyone else in the bar except Kothar? Except like Kothar and
No,
okay, just wanted to check.
no,
something.
it's all quiet in the tavern.
Okay. Apparently, after you killed the entire town, something is quiet.
You can hear the sound of like building in the distance. So whoever is alive in the town at the moment, they're probably busy trying to rebuild.
So once he leaves my hand and like starts to talk, I will just like go over to Kothar and like go and give him a hug.
Kothar is just statuette in hand and goblet and just going off.
Hello. And I just say hello. Long time no see.
Yes, a whole hour, I hope.
I nod vigorously and then turn towards the how is it called, Crembo, and I say, look, here's the fourth one.
Yeah, yes, yes. Thank you. I kind of figured that out. He waits for the rest of the party to arrive and motions for all of you to sit down. Harren takes his leave from you.
Aw, it's a bear.
He walks out, and you notice that he's lighting a pipe at the same time as he goes. Crumbo reaches into his robe and takes out a scroll that he places on the table in front of you and goes, now, since you aren't employed at the moment, on behalf of Lady Isadora of Nightstone, I would like to hire you on as an adventuring band.
I will just interject in the middle and I say, I know her.
Yes, quite. The disappearance of the Nightstone has, unfortunately, put the town in some peril.
Could I raise my hand?
Sure. Crumbo stops and looks over at you.
Is there a way to kind of replace the Nightstone as kind of to put something better in the place of the Nightstone? We could also find the Nightstone and place it behind a statue of some kind.
Replacement?
Well, it could be a substitute, like it's, you know,
I mean,
a substitution to the Nightstone, I guess. Better than Nightstone.
that
Huge.
is of course possible, but I would like to discuss the Nightstone itself before we...
Cool. That's all I needed to know. But just carry on.
I ask him, could you use it to do a ring maybe with the Nightstone? You could do a lot of rings, so we could do a whole jewelry store.
That is a very curious proposal. You have put me completely off balance, young lady.
You mentioned something about peril.
Oh yes. So there might be a possible problem with this whole Nightstone disappearing situation. See, the obelisk is a magical device of sorts. There are runes, ancient runes protecting magic hidden deep inside it, and if that power is tapped into, I believe it might have great consequences to the entire region, or wherever it has been taken for that matter.
Such as giant boulders raining from the sky.
Oh, no, those were airships.
Airships.
Yes.
Spelljammers?
What? No, just regular airships.
Ah.
I believe
I
it.
ask
Hmm?
I ask if they were made with panties. The balloons.
No, but it was hard to see, so perhaps at some point you will be able to find that out. However, there is something that might help us discover what the Nightstone might be used for, or what kind of magic it hides within. There is an old watchtower on the other side of the river, perhaps a day's journey from here.
8 days.
A day's, one
Oh.
day's journey.
Okay.
I believe there is an old tomb underneath that might hold some answers to the questions I and Lady Isadora have about this sudden theft.
I go close to him and I'm like asking him like, maybe you have a smaller model of that so we can remember how it looks so we can search for it. Of the Nightstone, I mean.
No, we have never seen the need to make such trinkets.
I look at him and like I'm amazed and I say, what? You're not thinking about it like you should be. It could be a financial gain.
We are a very small community. We have never had much much interest in such business. Now,
Given your acquaintance with Haram and his errand and reason for coming here, is that related to the Nightstone's disappearance, possibly?
it could be. Nobody has managed to figure out exactly what kind of magic there is inside the Nightstone, or what all of the runes do. Some of them have been identified, and they are protection runes. However, some of them are far beyond anything anyone has seen that has traveled here to see the Nightstone for themselves.
Ancient
I,
Netherese, perhaps?
Some of the protection runes were Netherese in design, yes. So it is possible that some others might be as well.
I'm starting to find some fascination in this Nightstone as well now.
I ask who else knew about Aram coming here to study the Nightstone?
Not even we knew. Only Harren and whoever he may have told.
Okay. I look like very interested on the topic of the Nightstone, and I ask, did anyone try to scrape some of the Nightstone to see what's underneath?
Scrape? Oh yes.
Study it.
Yes, people have been trying to chip off pieces. They have only managed to destroy their tools. Nobody has appeared to be able to break off even a piece.
But could you perhaps magically remove one piece?
Nobody
Small piece.
Nobody I know of has been able to get anything out of it. Even by magic.
I nod and I ask, what exactly are we supposed to find in that tomb?
Oh yes, the tomb. There is supposed to be a sarcophagus deep inside that holds the remains of one of the heroes who defeated a warlord who once in ancient times ruled over this land. He is supposed to have a tome on his corpse detailing how they defeated this warlord, and I believe there was some kind of magic ritual involved. Perhaps the Nightstone was involved as well, because this is rumored to be the place where the fight took place, or I am not certain. More importantly, if there is trouble from this theft, I believe you, of all people, should be well equipped, and in that tomb there is supposed to be a red box containing tools I can use to enchant each and every one of you. And
Interesting.
and give you some measure of magic, even those who are not touched by it otherwise. Now, two of you are clearly magically inclined. I believe you, Master Dwarf, as well. But
just I'm like a bit confused. Okay, never mind. Oh, I'm trying to figure out something. Yeah.
the magical or the red box. The legend says that it is detailed. The cover is detailed with a mighty warrior slaying a dragon.
I
You
asked
should
him.
be unable to miss it.
I asked him, when was this obelisk placed here?
No one knows for sure. Thousands of
Because-
years ago?
Because when I examined it, it seemed like someone dug underneath, aside from it, to get it out from there. It didn't seem like someone pulled it out.
Yes. I'm unsure how it was torn from the ground. I know that, the guards told me of the figures in the sky. I was on top of the keep to see what was happening, or the boulders were still falling from the sky and kept me at bay. If I saw correctly, even with my old eyes, I must say that it was quite curious. It looked like people were lowered from the heights. They dug underneath where the base of the stone was. Perhaps to put ropes down there, I'm not sure.
Well, the airships might have lifted it out, yes.
That is
but-
very possible. It would have taken several of them, I believe.
So it's very heavy.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
What if these boulders that were deposited here were the ballast? Certainly any airship that would hope to lift the obelisk would need to be weighed down on its way here, after all. So they might have just dumped the ballast as they took over the Nightstone.
That could very well be. They are very large for airship ballast. But I don't know.
How many
Perhaps-
airships did they see?
Some say 4, some say as many as a dozen. But all of the guards only saw shapes in the clouds. I saw one of them as it parted towards the north, towards the mountains.
Huh.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'd at least like to check out the tomb. If nothing else, there might be
I
some
want to
knowledge
do
there.
so too.
tomb would be a good place to start.
I just nod.
Please, if you require any rations or I believe there is some deep woods moss held in the trading post. Here is the key. You may you may get inside and
I
take
reach out for the key.
take what you require on your journey. I do not believe there is any armor there. Perhaps the keep could provide some armor for you if you have need.
I
Or weapons.
I ask Crembo if how will we reach him when we get back? Because his guards were awfully tiresome until they let me in.
You can simply tell one of the guards to fetch me. They will know where I am in the keep.
I nod and I say, "Are you sure you don't have anything that I could show?" So they would just stop pestering me about questions. It took quite a while to convince your guard to let me in.
Who am I sitting near? Like, nearest out of everyone?
I don't know. Who do you want to sit closest to?
I'm gonna mutter under my breath, well, whisper to Shump, looks like Quillena's looking for more buttons.
Hey,
Well,
you
she's
don't
not
actually
getting
know that
mine.
I stole your buttons.
I have enough buttons for myself. She will never get one of my buttons. My vigilance is on top all the time. She could try, but she would fail.
Oh, by the way, the old man has buttons?
No,
Aww.
he has a robe on, and that's attached
hiding
with
out
a
the buttons.
hemp rope.
I am really excited, and I'm like, okay, let's go.
You said it was a day's travel away.
Yes.
Mounts, are those available for us? If not purchased, then borrow? Loan?
Unfortunately, no.
They don't have
Guess
now.
I'll have to lug it.
We had a pair of horses in the stable house, along with some oxen, but I believe the goblins, they scared them off.
I tell him, what about the pig?
The pig?
Yes, it could be a riding pig.
They are far too small to be ridden. You would break their backs.
I look at him. Is that a challenge?
No.
Once, like, he says that, I just go, like, to the door and, like, look for the pig if I can see him.
Okay.
The rest of you, do you want to do anything? Or ask?
Kothar is just staring at this wooden statuette and muttering something that nobody can hear. It doesn't sound negative.
Okay. So, as the party thins out by one, Krembo leans over the table and goes, Master Dwarf, Master, I believe half-orc, you are the fighting sword, I can see.
Aye.
Do you require weapons, armor?
I'd like to take a look at your armory.
Of course. Shump?
Hmm?
You need armor?
I have a chainmail, so I guess.
Weapons?
Well, we were talking about that. Halberd, was it?
Oh,
Or was it
glaive.
the glaive? I Yeah, I think I want to buy a glaive. If I
You want a glaive? You're getting rid of your two-handed or
my
dual
two
wielding?
scimitars, so I couldn't kind of carry those scimitars and then kind of swap it when I need them.
You can.
I can. I would buy a glaive just in case.
Okay.
Just
Well, the armory has armor and weapons. I believe there are glaives as well. If you would follow me to the keep.
Yes, I will actually follow you to the keep.
Both myself and Shump will follow him to the keep.
Okay.
That's 20 gold.
No.
No, he just gives it to me.
Hold on. Yes.
I think.
Torm.
Oh my.
I wish to take 50 gold from the party to buy a diamond.
From where?
That's the question. I wanted to ask the old man if he knows, because I don't see anyone that can sell it here. Huh. Okay, so I just go to the barkeep and ask him if he has a diamond on him of 50 gold.
He looks at you as if you've just asked him for like the moon, just like quizzically, and shakes his head. No, why would I have diamonds?
I look at him and I say, "Your tavern, don't you sell those things?"
No.
So where do you sell those things?
A jewelry store? A jeweler?
Ah, so where's he?
I think the closest one is in Mintar.
That's a bit far.
Yes, it is.
Hmm.
Don't know anyone here that would have one.
Okay. When I turn around, I will make a minor illusion, like on the side of the counter, on the side, like where I would imagine that he can see from his peripheral view, like a diamond shining there, and just I will go off. A small diamond.
Okay.
I won't do anything with it. Just do the minor illusion and start walking off to search for my pig if I can find him.
Okay.
Your pig.
Yes, it will become my riding pig. Wait for it.
Okay. Jumping back to Roherden and Shump. Crumbo.
I would have tagged along just to see what they have. Not that I'm
Sure.
going to fetch anything.
So you're led into the keep by Crumbo. He takes you to the dungeon level underneath the keep.
Ooh.
And into a well-guarded armory room. You notice there are weapons racks and armor stands all around. What kind of stuff are you looking for?
I was leaning more towards a glaive or halberd myself, at least as a secondary weapon, in replacement for the greatsword.
Okay. So there are both glaives and halberds on the racks, along with swords of all sorts. There are chainmail armor, splint armor.
We could just take armor.
Take all of them.
Crumbo turns to you as you just browse and goes, yes, this would be our thanks for saving the townspeople. And,
Could I forgo this and kind of
goblins?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. We ran off some goblins. I wouldn't mind a statue if I could. But hey, I guess that you don't have anything to do with that sort of things. Maybe
No, I have
No.
no control of that.
no.
That is Lady Isadora's.
Yes.
You said
Well.
split.
Yeah, there's splint armor.
Is that better than chainmail?
Yep.
Yes.
It is.
Question is, do you have the strength to equip it?
God damn it! You said that last time.
That is a good question. Strength.
15 is a minimum.
No.
I have.
Well, you can equip it, but you have disadvantage on all sorts of stuff. If you
I have
don't
16, and I already have the disadvantage, don't I?
Yes, because of
No, wait, I do.
armor.
Do they have any studded leather that doesn't look all utilitarian?
It's a bit rough, but there is studded leather in there as well.
Could I take a splint?
Sure.
I mean,
I'd like
Trade
to
it for your old
exchange.
one.
Yeah.
I'll put on studded leather.
Crambo tells you that you can just leave your old armor if you don't want to lug it around with you. It'll be
That will be
useful for the
preferable.
town guard.
And I want to...
Yeah.
So
I'll don the studded leather. It's needs a bit fitting, but I'll see what I can do when I find a leather worker eventually at some other point.
yeah.
I won't be caught in a city looking ragged like this.
So Crambo is like overseeing this whole thing, watching you pick out the armor, leave behind your old, taking weapons if you want them. He's at the doorway. He picks up a book and starts just making notes in there.
They stole this, they stole that.
You notice while you're just putting on, you've just finished putting on the armor, the splint armor, and you notice this little girl shows up at the door with this fiery red head and curious eyes.
I noticed her.
She just she just stands there looking at you.
I need to find weapons, because I need to put up something.
And they're ignoring her.
Yeah.
It's
Jesus.
hard
looking at us.
Considering they'll be spending vastly longer to don the armor, I would finish before them. Light armor takes less time to put on after all, so
Yeah. I would be the
To
first
add
one.
some stuff to my armor.
he'll head over and greet her.
Okay. So you're the first to turn and greet her.
Yes.
She smiles as you get closer.
Blessings of Lathander upon you. Who are you?
Blessings on you as well. I am Lady Isadora.
Ah, our would-be employer.
Oh, oh crap.
Yes, I am, I suppose, the current ruler of this town. And your employer.
That is quite the burden for such small shoulders.
You'll see that Shump is kind of.
Oh, you think my shoulders are small? Why, thank you.
I trust you are, well, doing your best to handle the sudden changes in, well, everything. Must be hard to lose not just loved ones, but many other things at such a young age.
Oh. It is, but the town needs me. I can focus on that.
Yes, for now. I'm sure you will do quite well.
Thank you for the vote of confidence.
So far, you bear yourself like someone worthy of the mantle, so...
She looks down at her like very ordinary clothing and shrugs. Ah. Well, thank you.
The wooden locket that I found in the temple.
Mm-hmm.
What's inside that?
The locket.
Yes, it was in the goblin loot. The bell
Yes,
ringers.
that was the one with the silhouette inside, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to ask who it belongs to or something?
Yes, I would also offer it over because it might belong to someone still living
Okay.
in the town.
So, Lady Isadora takes it from you and looks inside. Her brow furrows for a moment. Then she said, "Ah, oh yes. This must be, Yes, this must be the Acolyte's sister. I believe I've seen this before. This is Hiram's, isn't it, Crambo?" And she shows it to the old man still standing at the doorway. After a moment, Crambo nods. Yes, that belongs to the Acolyte of Lathander. I believe you saved him. I saw him in the group coming into town.
I'm sure he'll appreciate having it back.
Yes, I'm sure he will. I shall make sure that it makes its way over to him.
With that said,
Would you like to see something?
that depends entirely on what it is.
Haha. Of course. Well, I'll show you anyway. You don't have much choice. I am the lady of the town. And she she spins around and starts hopping over towards a large metal door directly opposite from the armory door.
Already
was
abusing
confused
her
by
power,
me.
huh?
And she takes out this small key from her pocket and unlocks the door and pushes it open. And inside, you see, is a very small room. On the back wall, there is this wooden plaque with two khopesh. You know, those Egyptian curved swords.
Yeah.
There are two of those on there, and both
The cross
of them.
pattern.
Yes,
Impressive.
these are an heirloom from. Must be quite a few generations up the line. I want to give these to you, if any one of you can wield them. That is, you did a service to our town.
I would be honored to wield such a heirloom. Curved sword. Reminds me of a scimitar, but yet not.
They are much lighter. They are more like more like sickles, strangely enough. Yes, Champ, I'm looking at you.
What proficiency would they go under? Sickle?
Yeah.
I would wink Shump over since I've seen him wield his sickles.
Shump will go over as straight in his back as he possibly can.
Okay.
Chest puffed out.
Yes.
She turns around and looks at Chump and goes, Would you like them?
Well, yes, I wouldn't mind. But also I have a question for you, Isadora.
Yes. I'm all ears.
You're looking for the Nightstone.
Yes. I would very much like to have it back, if that is possible.
Yes. Also, wouldn't you like it if there was 4 guardians standing atop the Nightstone at all times, looking over the town center?
I see. I see.
The form of 4 statues. That is what I'm trying to get at.
She giggles for a moment and then turns back up to you with this grin and says, "Well, bring the Nightstone back into town and I will make sure that it has 4 brand new guardians."
You'll see that Shump just gets even straighter in his back and gets this.
You can count on me, young mistress. Thank you.
And he'll just kind of slope back, like give her space, I guess. Try to not fuck up anything, like now he's got the deal. The art of the deal.
Why didn't you hand her the paper?
Oh no, now it's redundant.
Oh.
So, Sepp, now
Yes.
you have something that should be visible to you. Should be seeing a handout.
Let me see. I'm still adding stuff to the inventory. Holy shit! Should I go back to the sickle? Oh, Lord. Yeah, I should probably...
Let's take a 5-minute break. And,
Sure. Sure.
Can refill coffee and whatnot.
Sure.
And we'll be right back. Have
Cool.
Sepp make Sepp think about that choice.
First magic weapon.
Welcome back.
Woohey, we're back.
Hello.
Hello.
Dance
Hello.
revolution.
We'll just pretend we're all cats or rabbits, whatever.
Meow.
Sure, whatever. So, you get what weapons and armor you want from the keep, and after that, do you check the trading post for rations, or are you good?
It's only a day away, right?
We
Yeah,
should not
it's-
go into the trading post. It does not look safe.
How would you know what's inside?
Well, we passed it, so I was scribbling on some parchment.
Quelena isn't there, so
No,
No, I'm
I
not
just
there.
said that.
I've already got Deep Woods Moss, so I'll probably take a. At the mention of the Deep Woods Moss before, I'll probably take a look in and see if I can pick up some more of that.
sure. You find 5 more.
I've
They're-
got 6
they're in a-
rations, so
They're in a neat little brown paper package.
Okay.
I have 6 too. So I think I'm good.
should be plenty.
Yep. If you think you have enough rations, then let's get going.
I have
Yes.
several muffins and a cooked chicken. I'm good.
Quelena's adventure with the pig has resulted in her chasing the pig around Southwell Farm and around the tavern in a loop.
And he didn't
Pet-
accept being my piggy.
And the pig looks very distraught
Oh,
over trying to be sat on,
I'm light.
even by an elf.
Do they have a smithy or someone able to do metalworking here in this town?
You notice that there is a very small smithing area in the gatehouse, right next to the gates to the keep. However, it doesn't look like it's large enough for any major forging.
No. I was thinking
Strange.
I want a set of, basically a figure 8 that is cut straight, so that you can use them as manacles and then use a mending to fix the seam.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, you would be able to bang that into line if you wanted to.
Yeah.
That wouldn't take too long.
Okay,
So,
here comes
is
mending.
that everything then?
That is everything.
Yep.
Spells are fixed. Armor's in. Yep, I'm good to go.
Okay.
Me too.
So, you make the arduous day's march. First upstream a little bit, past the caves, and then to a forging point that you were guided to. Who is in the lead?
Not me.
I would imagine Shump is probably the one just
Try
In
it.
front.
I'm
Leading.
really on a quest now. Yeah.
After getting those swords.
Of course.
yeah,
And
with a
also
kopish
the-
in each hand, just
And
Trotting
also
along.
the statue announcement. I know that we have something awesome in the end of this.
his morale is now epic levels.
Yes.
Okay. Shump, roll a d20.
You're dead.
Chump breaks his
Jump
ankle.
the roll d20. I was reading in the. I think I went something wrong with the AC. Is that just the armor class? Like the armor itself, it's 17. So is my AC 17?
Yes.
Just heavy?
Yeah. Okay. That's basically all I need
Yeah,
to know.
it's heavy.
Yeah.
Roll d20. Right.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. You get to the crossing point. There is a large log crossing the span of the river, where it gets narrow and cascades down a little bit. You cross without issue over the river and continue on the way to where the Watchtower is said to be.
I cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay, cool.
I have my weapons already. Like, yeah, I'm proud.
And you
So
see
my-
Kothar is actually wearing armor.
Huh.
Yeah. Bet you
Amazing.
regret that now.
Nope.
Trotting along with the glaive in my hand.
Everybody
Hammer on my
roll.
back.
Everybody roll perception checks.
Oh, this is gonna go bad.
You just jinxed it.
I meant my roll. Nope.
You just jinxed it. You jinxed me.
Yes. It carried over.
Seth,
Jesus,
you're
Seth.
wonderful. That was a wonderful roll.
Oh my god.
He's busy looking at the kopushes.
Yes.
He's completely ignoring the surroundings.
So, everybody except Shump, you can see against the blue clear sky these flying creatures just kind of going in a circle around this ruined tower that peeks out from a little patch of woods up ahead. You hear this is what everyone can now hear. You can hear this shrill laughter kind of noise, a little bit of screaming mixed in, and it
These
kind of
figures
echoes
look like
off.
birds.
Uh,
I mean, what
They-
do they
Witcher.
look
they
to us?
they look like let's see.
Women bats.
Yeah, you all see they look like winged humanoid figures.
Huh.
Pickle pea.
I say there are angels there.
Pumparum.
Since I'm trying really hard not to metagame.
You you reach
Probably
a-
recognize them.
you reach a small ruined structure across this very small stream that crosses through this little woods before it joins the river Mintar some ways down. And
I will keep every now and then I will keep looking towards there to check that they're not advancing towards us.
sure.
So I'm alert about it if they are
you-
trying to come towards us.
No, they seem to stay where they are. However, you are clearly moving towards them some distance as you get closer to the watchtower.
Mhm.
You
Are they
reach
harpies?
this- make either a history or a nature check.
I have the same modifier for both, so nature, I guess. Whoa.
Oh yeah,
Whoa.
these are harpies.
Damn.
What do I remember about harpies?
What do you
Everything.
remember?
Are they usually
pretty much. Harpies are not exactly a nice creature. You remember that there are legends about how they were created by elves getting too haughty and captivated by music, and then they were cursed to become these first harpies. You remember that these creatures are oftentimes very sadistic, luring people in with their song, enchanting them, and then just out, not slaughtering, but taking their time in how they kill their prey once they're captivated.
Torturing.
You also know that harpies' lairs are usually in fairly remote ruins.
like the ones we're going to.
Mhm.
How
For
many do
example.
we see?
You get up to this ruin. You see some distance ahead. There is a small crevice in the ground. You see there is a horse there with a rider, both of them recently dead, it seems, with two harpies atop them, just kind of slashing down at both carcasses. There is another harpy on top of a cliff nearby, watching over them and cackling. There are two more in the sky. So you can see 4 right now.
Might I suggest that we either find a way to deal with those creatures or avoid them? Because they will not let us pass, I would be quite certain.
Does not look like a party we want to be invited to.
My new weapons would slay them, I guess.
It would be a convenient excuse to try them out, I suppose.
I know. It's not that I'm looking for convenience. I'm just looking at the. It's not much of an opportunity. I would say that I'm trying to. I mean, what other choice do we have if we're to reach our destination?
Yeah. Let's slay them. They are foul creatures.
They are. They look naked.
That they do.
Oh yeah, they are very naked.
We should do something about this. Make Faerun great again.
Okay. So you want to engage them?
Yes.
Then roll
Question is-
initiative.
I have, by the way, an idea before we engage them. I forgot that my mic was off. I could create cover for the ones that are flying so they won't be able to see.
That could work. I
How much
have the
wind is there?
ability to render us, two of us invisible.
There isn't much wind right here. It seems to be a fairly calm weather right now.
Okay, so 1 second, I just need to... So, let me just check if I can actually do this. Can I place fog cloud in the sky, or does it need to be on the ground?
Roll initiative.
Yeah, well, let me just get my character sheet. Where is it? There it is. In initiative. And I need to click on a token. Where's my token? Why do I need the token to roll?
It's up in the top left corner.
You need a token so I can bind the roll to the turn order list.
Okay. And now I need to find again my character sheet. Initiative. What did I roll? Oh, I'm awesome. A 6.
Yay!
Let's just let them kill us and then I will do something. So yeah, I rolled. And in the meantime, I'll search for if fog cloud can be placed in the...
Roherthan, what's your dex score?
10.
10. Okay. In that case, the harpies go before you. Okay. Start with Kothar. How do you want to approach the situation?
Well, I mean, they are flying creatures, so I'm not going to value cover here. I'm just going to go all out. That one up here on the heal.
Yep.
It's, yeah, it's 90 feet. That's well within my firebolt range. So, Alagazam. Oh dear.
Ooh.
Nice.
Crit.
Starting with a crit for both initiative and hit. That's not bad.
Oh, that's definitely not bad. Let's see if this works this time. Nope.
Also, bonus action, activate Blade Song.
Sure. Okay.
Oops, wrong button. Let's see.
This. And let's see.
Okay.
That is my turn. I'll stay
movement.
where I am until the others move. For now, they're close enough.
Okay. Great. Then Shump.
Yes, I guess I'll just have to advance. I don't have any ranged. Yeah, I'll move to
Picked
the
up
other.
a crossbow.
No, I have 2 awesome weapons. I'll just go to the other corner of this ruin, I guess it is.
Damn it! I should have picked up a hand crossbow. That would have been awesome.
Yeah,
You don't wanna
is that
dash?
30. I could actually dash. Boop. Right, that's my turn.
Okay. Let's see, then the harpies. Let's see. What's that purple? Alright. So the harpies down by the tower just keep circling around. Let's see. The others. Perception checks. Okay. Actually, I need one more. Okay. So, Shump, what is your passive stealth?
Oh my god, DM, are you trying to kill me off that fast?
No.
What is my passive stealth? Is that the
10
dex?
plus whatever
1.
10 plus whatever modifier you have in the plus
Dexterity.
field.
So it's 1 plus
Yeah.
1.
11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only
So-
2 of them see you.
Yeah, but still, that is too much.
So the red one here turns, screeches, and appears to have her eyes peered over to where the firebolt flew into her, I guess, flockmate.
She didn't
Yeah.
like it.
The,
It's a murder mate.
The
Type of crows.
yeah, the green one is looking towards where Shump is, seeing the bush move as Shump breaks through. The blue one as well sees Shump's coming, and
The blue one. Oh, there.
let's see. The blue one takes flight. It is already like 10 feet or so off the ground. It moves right here and cackles at Shump underneath it.
How high is it in the sky?
10 feet.
It's 10 feet off the ground.
10 feet, okay.
Yeah.
Now I actually regret not having that maneuver that grants me 5 feet. I thought, when would I ever need that?
Gee, I don't know.
Fucking hell.
The green harpy flies up straight 30 feet up into the air. The red one does the same 30 feet into the air. Rohirden.
Yes. I'll ready a javelin
Okay.
and throw it at the blue one. That should be within range, I believe.
60. What is
30, 120.
javelins?
30 and 120.
Yep.
Okay, so
disadvantage,
yeah,
but
you have
you can do it.
disadvantage.
How do I add disadvantage to this?
Just
I should.
you can probably roll twice and then just pick the worst. There is a toggle thingy at the top of the sheet.
I'll just toggle the toggle. There we go.
Okay. So 14 to hit. You hit.
Woohoo!
I'll take the first damage
Okay.
since we rolled the hit. So that is now cool. Okay. Anything else? Do you want to move?
Yeah, I'll make a movement to.
You sling your javelin at the harpy. It screams in the air and does that like wounded twirling motion in the air where it tumbles for like 5 feet, then gets its wings back
I'll move to there.
back out and rises back to its original height with a javelin now sticking out of its bosom.
Oh,
Quelena.
It's bosom.
yes, I have a problem.
Yes, it's very very saggy bosom.
So they're not
So
tender. Firm.
I will attack the blue one,
Mm-hmm.
and I will do a chill touch on it.
Okay.
Freeze
And I
its
need to
bosom.
choose target apparently. There we go.
You didn't target me this time.
I tried not to. It was hard.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Okay, you are really gangbanging the blue one.
Well, I don't like him going close to Shump so quickly. So
Okay. Anything else? Any movement?
yes, I would like to move. 1 second, just need to measure this. Here.
Sure.
So there we go.
Okay. Kothar.
By the way, I mean to be like close to the tree, so from atop they won't be able to see me
Yeah.
so easily. Yeah.
Sure.
I move over yonder. In doing so, I fire off towards the blue one another firebolt. I don't have the option to yank it down yet. Oh dear.
Oh.
At least I'm not close.
Okay.
But Shumpus.
So
Yep.
you completely misjudge your firebolt. It you were firing at this one, so the firebolt misses, crashes into the tree right here. You see a scorch mark against the trunk of the tree. The fire bursts a little bit. Then you see leaves starting to light up with a fire.
Fire starter.
Oops.
Twisted fire starter.
Someone had to set a forest afire.
Yeah,
At
It's just
least
one
once.
bush for now. For now.
it's a tree. It's a small tree, but it's still a tree. Anything else?
That was my. Well, is it 35? Yeah, I'll fling a dart with my offhand. Disadvantage. Let's see, toggle. Boop.
That's better.
There we go. There's a fire.
Some cross there.
The 21 hits for 8. Okay. And that's it.
Yes, that's my turn.
Okay, Shump.
Would it be possible to parkour my ass up this corner and kind of fling myself towards that being 10 feet in the air?
Yes. You could also get like 5 feet higher to the cliff right here and then jump the rest of the distance.
Then that is what I will do, and I will attack with those... with Frost and Bite.
Okay.
Let me see, kaboom. Skadish.
Holy crap.
Well
then.
Christ!
I
Okay.
think we made a short process of that thing.
Well then.
That's quite amazing.
Tell me how you destroy this harpy.
Oh, I will tell you. I run towards that little inclining, right? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Then I leap towards the being, the creature, with one of my what did we call it?
Glaive.
Kopesh.
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 Kopesh. With one of them, I kind of nudge it into its neck, so I get this G-force centrifuge thing going on. So I kind of swing back, land on top of its back. Then I take my other one back on its shoulder and just yank it. So I kind of embowel the fucking thing in midair. And then I just kind of slide down, and it guts everywhere, just like a blanket. I open that thing up completely, and then I just look at these things and just on to the next one.
And then 3 seconds later, you wipe your mouth.
Perfect.
Because harpy blood.
Oh no, yeah, I take that as a badge of honor because that was awesome.
That was pretty
That was a
fucking
great
badass.
start.
Yes.
Okay.
Now we have 4 more.
Now, this harpy is going to fly. Let's see. What is this? 30 feet. Going to fly over here. And it is going to start singing a very shrill sounding, but somehow strangely very enchanting song. Everybody make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom
it's
isn't
charm,
my
right?
greatest thing.
Yes.
Yes.
So-
Torm, you and me have advantage on it. Fey ancestry.
So I select the advantage and then I roll?
Yep.
Okay. That is the saving throw. That's a horrible roll.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, the rest of you hear the shrill song for what it is, and like feel this strange burning in your ears as it vocalizes this strange, charming song, except for Kothar. Kothar is the closest, and
It's music to my ears.
and cannot help but fall enchanted by this creature.
I mean, this one has got far better breasts than the other one that we just killed.
Yeah. So, well charmed, Kothar, you are incapacitated.
What do
And-
I see from my standpoint? What do I see, Kothar? Do I see anything different, or does it just seem the same?
You can see Kothar visibly relax from like this battle mode that Kothar gets into to just like relaxing very.
Just standing there.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just misunderstood.
On your next turn, Kothar, you will have to move towards the harpy by the most direct route.
So the direct route is like this, and then you go like this, and like this.
So you will want to be
And then you
straight
grab his butt.
underneath. The green harpy, let's see. What is in range? Lovely. It is 30 feet in the air. Champ, you rode the harpy down, so you are on top of it. So this harpy moves 10 feet down. No, it lands. It moves here. It goes 10 feet down from where it was, so it is 20 feet up off the ground now. One of the harpies here hears the song, starts moving closer and descending. Roherden.
Yes. Let's see the range of that. Okay. I'm going to use command
Okay.
on the red harpy.
Yep.
Ba-ba-ba.
Commanded to striptease.
He's not wearing
It's already
anything,
naked.
so
Exactly, so it'll
It
tear off
shed
its own skin.
I'm assuming it's still singing its charming song.
yeah. It's
I'm
way
gonna
too
tell it-
busy.
I'm going to tell it to shut the fuck up. With command.
It's a one-word command.
Quiet.
Okay. So the harpy instantly shuts up.
That's
Okay.
a horrible wisdom check.
Yeah.
A one. Wow.
So
And-
Kothar, you suddenly snap out of this daze as soon as the harpy sings or stops singing, and you suddenly
How long-
realize that just how horrible that song actually was.
I'm then going to take my next action to move towards it.
Okay.
And I think that's all I can do.
Yeah, it's still 30 feet off the ground. So, Kolana,
What armor is Roherthan wearing?
split
I mean-
now.
Lint.
Splint. Okay. So I will cast Phantasmal Force on the one close to Champ,
Okay.
and I will create an illusion of one of the harpies attacking it, like just coming from behind him and just trying to attack him. So
Okay.
he needs to roll a wisdom check. Saving throw, I mean. 1 second, I'll cast a spell and it will be easier. Oh god, I should really arrange that.
Yes.
Yep. Mm-mm. What's your spell save DC?
I have no clue. What is my spell save DC? Where do I find that?
It should have been set up in the. It should be 8 plus your proficiency modifier plus your spellcasting stats
So
modifier.
I'm gonna assume that is gonna fail.
Yes.
So
Proficiency bonus right now is what, 2 or 3?
I don't know where do I find it again? That's the question.
Proficiency
bonus
bonus
is 2 right now.
2 currently.
So
And then
you,
int modifier.
you summon a phantasmal
Only it
harpy.
sees, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right next
Actually,
to it.
it's
And it moves to attack the harpy.
Yep. So I did a small mistake there.
Hmm?
It's an intelligence check.
Oh yes, it is an investigation check.
Yep.
Probably not going to be any better. Oh, 14. That might actually
I have
do.
no clue what is my where do I find my DC?
You set it up in the spell itself.
In my spell. Okay.
But if you just look at your just over your spells, it should say save DC, and yours should be the same as mine, I believe. 13.
Mine is 10 for some reason. Did I set something wrong, maybe?
Ability should be intelligence.
Yeah, that's probably it.
1 second. Oh, yeah, it's on wisdom, so
Yep.
that's why. So it's 13, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So you saved.
It succeeds.
Yep.
It lets this phantasmal harpy crash against it. Doesn't mind it at all as the illusion.
I don't think I
swipes
can know,
through it.
actually. I just can see the effects, but I don't think I can actually see the illusion, because it's in his mind, played out in his mind.
It's only in the target's
Yeah,
mind, I believe.
yeah. Just making sure. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Kothar.
How high up is this one?
30 feet.
Okay, I'll do a firebolt and a dagger, or a dart, I mean.
That firebolt. So awesome.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Oh, Jesus.
You're just going all around.
That's 3 crit fails in a row. That's impressive.
I'm not sure I want to be standing this close underneath that thing now.
Started off so well with crit success, and now it's just crit fails. Boom.
You killed the Rohothan.
So you launch a firebolt with one hand into the air, sending a dart immediately afterwards with the other. You see the dart collide with the firebolt in midair. The dart is flung somewhere, you don't see exactly where, as it gets lost in the shrubbery. The firebolt dissipates as it collides with it. Both of them well short of the harpy at that point.
Yep.
Well, that's the best thing that could happen.
Great. Champ, the one next to you is 20 feet off the ground.
That's what I figured.
There is also a growing fire in the tree up here.
Yeah. Could I don't use any moves or actions if I try to shout it down, like intimidate it.
If you want to intimidate it, no, that's just your.
That's 6 seconds.
That's your
speech
action.
thing. That's my action.
I'd say that's your action to try and intimidate it.
So I would actually forfeit one of my attacks if I did.
Yes.
But I have that second the fighter thing where I actually
Action
have 2
surge?
actions. Action surge. I could use that, right? And then intimidation, and then have 2 attacks.
Yes. However, if you shout it down, the harpy will have to move on its turn. It won't be able to move on your turn.
Ah.
So just
And there's no
save
way
it.
that I could. Yeah, there's no way I could kind of get 20 feet up in the air. I mean, that is. How high is
It's
that in
like-
You
meters?
could make an
It's like
absolutely
6 meters.
Yeah, that's
you-
like 6 meters. That's...
you could make an absolutely magnificent athletics check.
Then I want to
Try
do
to-
an absolutely magnificent athletics check.
So
that
scramble
aerobot-
up to
aerobatics?
right beside the fire, jump over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Backflip.
Oh, if I nail this, oh, are we ready?
Yep.
Oh God!
We are ready for your demise.
Oh! Fucking hell!
Ooh.
Fuck!
You clamber up to the ledge here, staying clear of the tree on fire, and launch yourself off, ending up at the foot of the cliff as you lose your footing and smash down into the cold dirt underneath you.
Ah, fuck.
Geronimo.
Okay,
That
was
went
that?
horribly wrong.
How much left do I have of my turn? I mean, could I'm guessing I'm prone.
Yes, but you still have enough movement that you can climb back onto your feet.
I could use my movement to get back on my feet. Could I ready a reaction?
Not a reaction, but you can ready an action.
Ready an action. So
Yes.
if it actually hits me, I could kind of
Yeah. You
see
you,
now. There's like the repost thing maneuver.
Yeah, you can ready an action saying that if it gets close, you use your main action to attack it.
Yeah, if it gets close, I'm gonna hit it in the face with my frost.
Okay.
That's my move.
So, the harpy, unsurprisingly, dives down into reach. Make your attack. That's not quite as good as the first ones.
That's quite.
I thought you gave me OP weapons, DM. What is this?
Those aren't OP.
No, this is not OP at all. This is quite.
The opposite of OP.
Yeah, this is very
T.O.
PO.
It's a PO box.
And the harpy continues its movement, crashing into you, clawing at your eyes and face and whatever it can.
It's gonna have it. It's gonna get it. So why shit in hell?
So
Okay, so it's got me on the last one.
the 14 misses, and with a crit, it claws a. How much hit points does
10.
that take you? How much hit points do you have as a max?
17.
Okay,
It's no fun.
so there is a deep gash that opens up in your face. You're fairly sure that that'll have some scarring on it by the end of the day if you bandage it right.
Yeah, definitely.
That'll scar up nicely. Attract the ladies.
Or maybe the masses.
Yeah. The red one descends down and tries to claw at Kothar.
Miss.
Okay. So it misses twice, it swipes at the air. There's one here.
Is it trying to go out of my reach?
No. It descended down to your level. The brown here, it flies closer to observe the battlefield. It is still like 120 feet up in the air. It is at very long range to you.
1 second. This one approached me, the orange one? Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Hello.
flying straight toward in like this kind of direction.
Yeah.
Rohatan.
Yes. Let's see. Bonus. Would it be possible to use Hunter's Mark and then attack it?
Hunter's Mark is a bonus action cast, right?
Yes.
So yes, it is possible.
Okay. I'd like to cast Hunter's Mark on the red one.
Yep. You get some extra damage.
Yep. And then whack it with my glaive.
Okay.
Or poke it with the glaive, at least.
That is going to hit.
Add your Hunter's Mark damage then.
Oh, yeah, I need to roll 1d6.
If you add brackets to the text, it'll do the roll for you.
I just used the click thing. I didn't actually think to add the brackets.
Okay.
6.
And 4. Okay. The harpy screams as you slash your glaive through one of its wings. It looks pretty nasty right now. Quilena.
Yes. Okay, so I have a dilemma. How looks from in my standpoint the fight here? Or don't I even see it because it's behind stones? I'm not sure if I actually see anything.
You can see the harpy. It's like
Yeah,
slightly off the ground, but you can see like its head poking out. You can't see Kothar.
Okay, so does this one seem to approach me, or does it seem to be just flying onwards?
It seems to be continuing along.
Huh. Okay, so I will do... Here's a problem. Okay. I will go here, and I will cast a chill touch on the one near Champ.
Okay.
Chill touch. Where did I put it? There it is. Oh, choose target. There we go. Wow. Okay.
Okay, yeah. That's not gonna hit.
I'm just trying to throw here things at the air.
The spectral hand just goes towards it, stops and turns and just...
I'm not going there.
No touchy.
Anything else?
That's all my movement,
Okay.
so...
Kothar.
Yes.
Alan.
So, as my short sword is my, what's used for this attack here, he's going to swing his short sword, but it turns into the signature lightning whip temporarily, just to slash it.
Sure.
If it succeeds, his bonus attack is going to be pulling it towards him and then stabbing it as it rematerializes.
It fails.
Ah, good. So the short sword is now... Nice. So it pulls it into the blade, basically.
Champ, I'm trying to help you, but my hits are...
Okay. So
It's the thought that counts.
the red harpy is looking really bad right now. It is bleeding profusely. Your short sword is like embedded in its chest, carving a little hole right into the rib cage. It looks like pretty ready to die off. Champ.
Well, now it's within range.
The green one? Yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you!
Wing clip.
Well, please tell me that one of them hit. Please? I mean, dude, give me something.
I have no idea what to do with that crit miss.
Ugh, make it hit the harpy. I can trim its nails. Something.
It's probably
So-
easier to determine what happens if he describes his attack.
Now I don't want to do that.
So you swing Frost at the harpy. You stumble backwards against the cliff, overcommitting to the strike. However, your follow-up with bite hits, opening a wound in the harpy's thigh.
You
Are
bit
you-
it?
The thigh.
You stumble prone against the cliff face.
God, fuck.
1 second. He bit it?
No, I have a weapon that is called
Ah,
bite.
okay.
Yeah.
Frost and bite.
I was going to say that it sounds like it's very not tasty.
Yeah. Fuck. So I'm prone again.
You'd
Could I
love
use
to be
my
prone.
rest of the movement to get back up again?
You can use half your movement to
Half
get
my
up.
movement. I won't move away from the fucker because it's probably gonna hit me. But I guess I could shout something really fast.
Yep, 6 seconds.
Sure.
Help me!
And that's it. That's my turn.
Help me, you said?
Yeah, well, he tried. I'm
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm got 7 hit points left.
I'm trying to help you.
I know.
Shump,
Thank you. Yes.
make a
Oh,
athletics or acrobatics check.
Oh God. Oh, he gives me the opportunity to choose.
Yes, because it's a grapple.
Although both of them actually has the exact same modifier.
Just
Fuck
What?
you, Harpy!
So the harpy tries to get its claws into your shoulders as it rises back into the air.
It can forget
Make an opportunity attack.
me could I choose which one?
Yeah.
I'm guessing Frost would be better for this.
I guess Frost is in your main hand.
Yes, it is. Oh, for fuck's
Uh,
sake!
you-
These weapons are so mediocre, DM.
That's a swing and a miss.
That is a swing and a miss, just like the first swing and a miss. God,
So the green
complaining
is
about
now-
getting
Um,
free shit.
thank you. by
Might
the
I
way.
suggest that you actually hit the harpy instead of
Yeah.
just playing with it?
You missed me,
So
Quiletta.
the green is now back 30 feet off the ground, just off Shump's reach. Let's
I'm
see.
staying in the trees to avoid them.
Roherden, make an athletics or acrobatics check.
Oh, you're fucked.
Oh, pfft. Yeah, no, you don't
Oh.
even have to do that. The harpy moves
Just grapple some sand.
moves to try and do the same to you, trying to dig its claws into your shoulders in order to carry you away, but instead it ends up just like catching one of its claws into your armor and smashes into the ground behind you. It is now prone on the ground.
Finish it.
And this little guy
Yep,
is going
I'm in the trees.
He's going to move down, straight down.
How high is he?
River?
It is 120 feet. It is going to move 60 straight down.
Dive
Towards?
bombing.
Just diving?
Straight
Okay.
down, yeah. Roherden.
Okay. I don't
Yes,
like that.
I just realised I was muted when you done the thing for the harpy trying to grab me.
Great job.
10 out of 10. I'm going to. Well, it's prone. I'm
Yeah.
thinking. Would it get an attack of opportunity if I moved towards Shump? Is the question.
Yes.
Okay. Never mind. I'm going to turn.
It looks very beat up, so you would probably be able to knock it down if you manage to hit it.
In that case, I'm going to.
You have advantage, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Advantage. Turn and whack it with my glaive. And I'll need to roll the d6 afterwards. Because it should still have Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
Because that is a concentration for up to an hour.
23. That's gonna do it.
Just.
You
I'm just gonna roll the d6 anyway.
sure? So you okay, great.
Wow.
So the harpy tries to claw at you in order to catch you and fly off with you. Instead, its claw catches onto your armor. It tries to flap its wings, but the wounded wing that you cleaved into before fails it. It stumbles into the ground behind you, and you very swiftly, with one stroke, bring your glaive down, cleaving straight through the clawed leg that is still caught in your armor, dismembering it before bringing your glaive right into its face, silencing the creature.
I can live with that.
It's dead. In not so many words. Any movement?
I will use my movement to head towards Shump.
Okay.
Actually, I should be able to make it. Oh yeah, definitely.
No, definitely, yeah. Lana.
So I want to deal with that little one that is approaching us from behind. Okay, let's confuse that little one a bit. I will place a minor illusion of myself, but smaller, because I can't actually put myself completely, because it will be just not enough. And I will be like... it will continuously like mumble, like if it's casting a spell, and like facing it, like facing the harpy, and I will in the meantime go to here.
Okay. Do you cast the illusion like right here next to you?
Yeah, like if it saw me, it will just think that I'm there.
Okay. All right.
And I wanted to have the visual, like the audio also, so it will hear me. Even if it didn't see me, it will hear me.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. I've moved, and that's it.
Kothar.
Yes. Well, seeing as how there's something going on up above him near, that Quelana decided to distract, gonna launch a firebolt at it and probably horribly crit fail again. Nope.
Nope. But
Not crit failing, but just aiming horribly.
Yes, it was 60 feet up, right?
yes.
Yep. I'm gonna fling a dart. No point not doing it.
14 does hit. So
7 damage. That's a nice dart.
Yes. Darts are finesse weapons.
okay. Anything else? Any movement?
How high is this wall in front of me here?
It's just above your head height, basically. So, like a foot above your head.
Okay. Yeah, I'll move to diagonally here then.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Sure.
And you can see a mini me just standing there mumbling towards the harpy.
As if one wasn't enough.
Okay, so you're jumping up into the air, I'm guessing, and
Yeah.
scrambling on top, and yeah.
Oh wait, it was 30 feet in the air, wasn't it? Didn't you say it kind of
yes,
vaulted
but
back up?
if you go up to the ledge, it's not quite as big. Make an athletics check, anyways.
That's what I was thinking I should do. I think I fly towards it.
You just hit the ground like the right angle and just whoo.
With a backflip and a spin and a twist.
Okay. So you make this slow-mo jump up at the harpy, dig frost into its nether regions, and
That's what I
slide
thought.
down, cutting a deep gash into its front. It struggles against your blade, but manages to free itself as you tumble back to the ground.
Is it still alive?
Yep.
Yes.
Jesus Christ,
You
that
barely
is
hit it.
one hard harpy.
No, it's you barely hit this one.
Oh wait, yeah, this is not hurt at all.
Yeah, this is the other one. This is the one that you missed every time
No,
that you tried.
This one is hurt. It's not quite as hurt as you might think, though.
So I would just land because of that awesome athletics check. I would just land very gently and
Yeah,
just extremely
you land in the superhero pose.
yes, and I would imagine that some droplets of blood kind of just rain upon me,
Yeah,
kind
course.
of, and the sun
It
shines
lands just
through
out
on
the
me.
middle of your nose. Just
Yeah.
out the middle of your nose.
Yeah.
Next, on Quelana's turn, she's going to just minor illusion a small panel of judges there that hold up like 9.7.
just off camera, a figure clad in red and black, with big wide eyes, appears and goes, "Superhero landing!" Thumbs up, and then
Yes.
disappears again.
It's hard on your knees. All right, that's my turn.
Okay, so the let's see. The green harpy is going to. It's going to flap its wings and dive back down. Shump. Make another athletics or acrobatics check. Oof. Yeah. It dives back down, trying to grab you. It fails. Let's see.
I'm still in the pose, so I could like.
Yeah. Its claws snap in the air above you. Completely futile. It is now within your range, both of your range. The brown one here, seeing the firebolt suddenly cast from the other side of the wall here, and seeing this weird miniature wizard casting in the bushes here, flaps its wings and comes to a quick halt, and then flies towards the tower at full speed.
That's a very
catch you.
confusing harpy.
Rohirden.
Yes, I am going to use Cure Wounds on Chump. That's a action.
Thank you.
Oh. And do you have a movement that you
should-
want to do?
No, I don't have a movement. I'm just going to touch Chump and go. You feel better now.
Walk it off, you pussy.
He's still in the superhero landing pose, and you just come up and pat him on the shoulder.
Well done, well done.
Very
9 out
good.
of 10.
Very nice. Quelana.
All right. I will. I actually got away because of that harpy. Now I'm again in the open, but never mind. I will... actually, let's see. Ha! I will do chill touch on that one. On the one that was escaping us. How rude.
Okay.
Running away, eh?
Away, yay.
Hey. Yay. Where's my chill touch? There it is. And brown. What did I roll?
Okay. 22. That is going to hit.
A gentle grope.
Yes. I just wanted to touch it. Bow, bow.
You see it shudder as it flies towards a a round tower in the middle of this stone building on the other side of the stream.
The
Just
chill
anything else?
touch is very weird. It's like super distanced, but never mind.
Yeah.
And I will actually move. I will hide in this tree. Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
And that's it.
You move in a straight line here.
No, I will go like, oops, and then
Okay, good. Kothar.
Yep. Seeing as how those two are keeping their distance, let's finish off the one over here by hitting Shump, I guess. No,
9.
it
You
sizzles overhead. What's the distance, though? 20 feet. I'll move 5 feet so I don't get disadvantage and throw a dart.
The fire is growing. It is spreading in the
Sham,
other
stay
leaves.
there.
Wow. Oh well.
Shump.
It's within reach now, that's what you said?
Yeah.
And we will try yet again and see if these OP weapons are still as mediocre as they were. Oh!
There you go.
Died hard! Oh!
That's
It should
Okay.
not be able to survive that.
so. Your frost did not quite do it, but bite definitely
What?
finishes it off.
Holy shit!
Tell me how this one dies.
Well, I'm still in my superhero pose, so I did like a backflip from that, and just as I was just holding my arms in a cross. So in slow motion, I was just like going backwards, and then when I was parallel with the harpy above it, I would just open my arms, like just departing his head from its body, and land in another superhero pose while its guts rains down on the battlefield.
Luckily, I'm under a tree, so I'm not getting wet here. It's a splash zone over here.
Oh yes, it
I'm
definitely
just
is.
covered in harpy blood now.
By the way,
Can I hold one of my weapons up like that, and the head will just like thump?
Sure,
Knight
with that
should
crit,
not
yeah.
have the strength
Nice.
bonus.
Hmm?
I should not have the strength bonus to damage.
What?
Offhand weapons don't get
No, yes.
unless you have the dual wielding feat.
Oh shit! I just clicked again.
Let's cause some more
Plus-
damage.
Where do I remove the strength?
It's right after the first 1d4. that you have
Just-
on the damage.
It says STR, just make
Yeah.
that the long line
line.
instead.
Okay.
Okay. So, after this, you see in the distance the harpies in the distance move to the round tower in the middle of the structure and disappear inside its ruined insides.
And that's where we are heading, isn't it?
Yes.
No, we are just going around and visiting our uncle, which is
That's what I
living
was thinking.
right here. He's lives right here.
That's what I was thinking. Hoping, actually.
But we could check what is on the body before
I'd like
we
to
end this
see if
session.
I can discern who the rider was, if he was potentially from the village.
Okay. Right. So you walk up to the horse and the rider,
And ask them.
and start searching around. You notice that his clothes do not bear any markings on it. There is a saddlebag on the horse that contains a pouch with 10 silver inside, as well as a scroll, a small paper scroll.
Well, let's open it.
You open it. There's no proper seal on it. Just some wax that's been poured on top to keep it shut. Inside, you find a what looks like a loan contract of some kind.
Can I see any tracks leading or from or to this bit? Like, where did the rider come from? Whether like it's coming from the tower or whether it's coming from another direction? Perception?
Make a survival check.
Survival. Okay.
Yes.
Just because you want me to fail.
No, survival is used for tracking.
Yeah,
So
I'm just saying.
the ground is hard. You can't discern any visible tracks
Okay.
from the rider.
Question.
Yeah.
This fire over here, is it possible to put it out, or is it too far gone? And is it in danger of spreading?
It seems to be contained to the single tree that it's on. There is another tree right beside it, right here. However, it's doubtful that it'll grow any further than that. It's sparsely enough forested here.
Yep. Don't want no forest fires after all. We do have a water source in the river here, so
Oh, the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have the dust of dryness.
Yeah.
If
So
you
that could-
if you necessarily want to put it out.
Will it feasibly burn more than just this tree?
It'll burn at least these two trees as it spreads. It's unlikely that it'll grow much further than that.
I was thinking more of the grass.
No, the grass isn't tall enough to catch on fire, really.
Okay. I'll leave it then.
I just want to point out I need to go, but I just wanted to finish the battle, so
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Already?
because it's it was like I'm 40 minutes beyond what I normally stay, but
Oh,
yeah.
right. All right.
Yeah.
Daylight time, right?
Any
Shoot.
any indication on when you can change so that we can start earlier? You mentioned you would look into the possibilities of it.
Yeah, for now I don't see the possibility, but I might be able to move what I have early morning Tuesday, so I might be able to change it so I can stay later. So
Yeah.
I'm looking into that. I still need a confirmation on the company that I work at.
Okay.
Lovely.
Yep.
So then we shall assault the ruins next Sunday.
Yes.
So
Monday.
we were a long time in the town, so
Yeah, there was a lot of character interaction with the NPCs and stuff.
yep.
But
It was very fun. I enjoyed bothering that guard.
I'm sure you did.
Yep.
Milestones or not enough progress? Okay. Then
No level up this time.
that's all that housekeeping needed, right?
Yep.
Then you are dismissed.
Thank you very much. It was awesome. I enjoyed it very much.
Yes, it was fun.
Much
Excellent.
murder was had.
But no buttons today. No buttons.
No,
Didn't get
no
buttons last time either.
There are some on the rider.
Yeah, you can get
I'm
those.
taking one. I'm taking one from each. It's not. I'm not trying to steal everyone. All the buttons. You need to understand the collection. It's not about the quantity. It's the quality.
Yeah, but quantity can be a quality.
Nah, you just don't get it.
You could
You're
trade
not-
the extras off.
You're just
Um,
not a
collectors.
button collector.
No, I'm not a connoisseur of round buttons
Exactly.
or buttons in general.
So I
as
have
for-
112 buttons.
Tio, regards to my background, I have settled for the Flaming Fist. They should be in the area as the mercenary company that he has been part of.
Yes.
And up to you if he reached corporal or sergeant in rank, because I have a insignia of rank.
Roll a d20. Higher is higher rank. 12. Okay. So you are sergeant.
Okay.
Just a
Former
question.
sergeant.
How long did it take from the town to the place?
You left before noon. It took almost a full day, so it's the sun is starting to go down.
Okay.
So it's dusk.
So I would suggest to rest before we get in, because
If you want to sleep around when there are harpies around.
yes, it's fun.
We could take turns taking a watch.
No, I maybe even a short rest, just so I can recover some spell.
Sounds good, actually.
Yeah, a short rest will be fine for those guys.
How many spells does it recover?
Do I recover?
If you click the button, it should calculate it, I think.
Ah, okay. Second, let's just cancel the editing mode.
Where is that button?
Okay. You guys say goodbye to the stream. I'm gonna close this off.
Goodbye, stream.
Stream.
Bye bye.
We will see you next Monday.
Yes.
Yes.
Or in
Oh,
the
that's a
Discord.
long rest. 1 second.
Okay, great. So, yeah. Sep is reminding you about the Discord link in the chat, and we shall see you next Monday, the same time. Hope you enjoyed today. We'll see you later. Bye.